Wow, look at that. Someone there straight away. I was just checking it was on. Captain Kirk. Hello, hope you are well. Come on. Oh, I've never been able to do it. Kirky, I failed. Live long and prosper. Come on. Right, you better get ready. You're going to be, I'll warn you now, this is not a normal video. This is about council tax, but not like council tax as you've seen it before. We'll wait till others get in and then we'll go. Alright, it's not going to be long, but it's going to be effective. This one's going to it's going to get the job done. Alright, it's going to get the job done. Santos has put me on his in his Mr. Astro Theology. I'm on there on his channel, so we got talking health and sovereignty with Sun and Moon family. And what have we got? Let me see. I noticed it.
Out there teaching and
Get it.
Promoting something and not looking your best, and you was conscious of that. And I would just like to say that I think that was an honourable thing to do. And sometimes
Mr. Astro Theology, me and Santos, get in. So we give thanks and love to Sun and Moon family. Number one, the beer guy is YouTube's beer guy. Linked me up with Sun and Moon less than a year ago. It's just been excellent meeting them guys, that family, Astro, Patricia, Karen, the beer guy, flat earth guy, Russian vids, FPV, Sandra, and everybody that's recently just came up. I can't remember all the names. I'm getting swamped by everybody and the amount of interaction and channels there are to subscribe to. So big things are going on. Chatting to Crow 777. That's just you can imagine, man's getting a lot of messages now, getting a lot of emails and stuff and questions coming about. So Crow's gone to go and chat to Rob S about common law in Scotland. That's brilliant, and I just want to reiterate that for common law issues and breaches of law, your common law court will do that. But for anything private or something higher or something that involves equity and trust and equitable charges and so forth, and private issues, then private trust, then the common law court won't so much cut that, as most of you will know this on my channel subscribers. So don't yeah, it doesn't matter. We're not close the door on Crow. We'll let him go and see what this is effectively doing. With regards to trespass and things like that, you'll be able to deal with that in the common law court. But as for the court itself and what it is and how it's been set up and if it's recognised and etc, that remains to be seen. This video is going to upset you. I've just been on Facebook talking with Sovereign Smith, updating them about there's going to be an update about SovFest, the annual conference. I'll do that tomorrow because I'm going to send some emails out. There's nothing to worry about, it's just literally an update because it's close, and we've got some information to feed out to the ones. There'll be about 50 of us there, to be fair, so it's turned out nice, with a week left to go. So what am I going to say now? Yeah, we was having a chat on Facebook about the update, and then yesterday I was in Sheffield seeing Brother Matthew, and this is what we come up with. He told me that I need to see these videos and I need to think about things and my actions, and he would like to know what I thought. So I'm going to play them to you now. These are independent artists that will never ever, just like Outkast, they will never be signed to a record label. Global Faction is what Logic and Loki are on at the minute. Yeah, this is LOGIC. Now I'm going to start off with the hard-hitting ones. If there's any ladies in the channel viewing, you need to get tissues. I'm sorry if you're in a weak state at the minute and you're quite depressed. I'd turn off. I'd look at this video another time. Tracy, Captain, alright guys, thanks for that. You 13 that are viewing now, you're going to be shown videos from YouTube, independent artists. There's no copyright on it. I'm allowed to do it all legally, so it cannot be stopped, and the show will go on. Now I'm warning you now because I'm a brother. I cried when I played this just a little bit ago. A tear came in my eye. quite a lot of them streaming down my face, to be fair. So I say this to you, they're not nice videos. They're music videos, but they are hard hitting. So I just want to play a few for you. I've labelled it council tax because I have got council tax videos for you to watch. Those of you that aren't live now, that are coming to this video later on and are thinking, this is not about council tax. Yes, it is. Are you ready? I'm sorry, guys. Just don't. There's no blood. There's no swearing. There's nothing like that. There's no horrific pictures coming. This is just a message from Indigo, from Matthew in Sheffield to Indigo, and from Indigo from David, the man, yeah, and the channel, yeah, to all my subscribers and all of the ones that are searching for the council tax remedy. You find that on the rest of this channel. Go back the videos backwards, yeah. This is by Loki, featuring MAI, yeah, Mikey Alpha Indigo, Khalil, Khalil, Khalil Ahmed, Ahmed. This is about a little boy that was found on a beach with a teddy next to him after he'd drowned and been washed up on the beaches of Greece. My mum lives in Greece, on the islands of Greece, and I'm just going to play you this. So I'm going to play 3 videos and I'm going to read your comments, and I'm going, okay, UK independent artist.
His young life was as delicate as the wing of a butterfly and as fragile as a spider's web. For him we cry, because when he dies, we all do. Did Ahmed not deserve a life? Ahmed never hurt a fly. Ahmed never knew the politicians he was murdered by. Certain times Ahmed wished that he could be a bird and fly beyond the sky, escape the curse of birth that he was burdened by. Ahmed never grew to let your racism internalize. Water poured from every pore in his corpse while the nurses cried. Ahmed was a beautiful person, like you or I. But are we? Ahmed could have been a doctor, lawyer or an engineer. Could have been a superstar, but his life ended here. Guess he was a shooting star, burned bright and disappeared. To some he seems to represent a menace in this hemisphere. Let me hear, make the very essence of this message clear. He was precious, many die like him every year. Ahmed was a victim of resentment and relentless fear. Now his soul searched the waves, I wish we could have kept him here. The sea, it holds our secrets. The sea, it holds his soul. They call him Ahmed. The sea, it holds our secrets. The sea, it holds his soul. They call him Ahmed. Ahmed's ancestors introduced to Europe Greek philosophy, brought with them irrigation, mathematics and astronomy. Symbolically, irony of this horror isn't lost on me. Trying to get to Europe via Greece is where he's lost the sea. Ahmed, not Ahmed, it's Ahmed, he's that dead. Toddler lying lifeless on the beach with his back bent, arms spread, reaching the direction that his dad went. If he made it here, would have been bullied for his accent. He was captured by the ocean, paralyzed and frozen while these parasites sat and tight, analyzing clothing out for resources. We all compete beyond the talk of war and peace and talk of porous borders. There is corpses on the shore of Greece. They found a teddy next to where his body was found. The sea swallowed him, politics have swallowed him now, and those responsible, Ahmed's goals will follow them now. To the family, all we can say is we are sorry he drowned, because the sea, it holds our secrets. The sea, it holds his soul. They call him Ahmed. The sea, it holds our secrets. The sea, it holds his soul. They say, let him drown, what have you done? Let him drown, no, what have we become? Don't let him drown, no, don't let him drown. And they say, let him drown, what have you done? Don't let him drown, no, what have we become? Don't let him drown, please don't let him drown. Ahmed could have been you, and Ahmed could have been me. We need to understand the policies that put him in the sea. We need to understand why it is the beach is full of dying kids. A colonial metropole, people want to reside in. If he did, would he make it or fall to something that's deeper? End up like Jimmy and Benga or Khalid Abu Dharifa. A picture by Kevin Paulus on the beaches of Tarifa made me see some would grieve more if Ahmed was a creature with 4 legs. Then they would consider him legitimate. Those like him braving barbed wire, burning off their fingertips while force alien. That mentality still exists as privilege. The difference between an expat and an immigrant for Ahmed Somani and Ahmed Rasul Muhammad. When you take out this humanity, it's only yours that's stunted, not a swarm. There are sisters and brothers, that's the sum of it. The cockroaches here are in the media and the government, not the sea. The sea, it holds our secrets. The sea, it holds his soul. They never knew the politicians he was murdered by. Ahmed never knew the politicians he was murdered by. Ahmed never knew the politicians he was murdered by.
Wait a minute, did you have something to do with it? Yes. No, yes, no. No, that Navy SEAL training was just for laughs. Wait a minute, you trained as a Navy SEAL? No, how did you know? Who said anything about Navy SEALs? I'm just a simple little terrorist. Stop interrogating me, damn it, you're good at this!
Wow, eh? I don't know if they know the importance of the relevance of that. The sea, it's got the secrets, the CQV, dead, lost at sea. That's quite prolific there, isn't it? So there's a story in the news, a news story. It could be factual, it could be correct. Let's investigate. What is the story? Weapons are being sold to Saudi families. We'll call them the Saudis, kingdoms, yes, and Yemeni and such like are being bombed by these Saudi kings and kingdoms. So England, Elizabeth, the United Kingdom have got trade deals with these kingdoms, and they are selling them arms, millions and billions of deals. America is doing arms trade deals, and what they're doing, dropping bombs everywhere, just like you've seen there. And so yesterday, there's a story emerged that Jordan have closed its borders to certain member of race. Yes, we're all the same race. Anybody asks you what your race is, you're the race of mankind. Yes, what's your race? The human race, you know. So they closed the borders, and they said that the agency is responsible for helping them. So the King of Jordan's closed his borders of his country to refugees. It's a joke. So your money is going to foreign war policy, whether you know it or not. So I'll tell you where I think your money's going, where we can prove where your money's going. I'm not telling you not to pay council tax because you don't want to drop bombs on people. I need you to think and to question it and to look into it and why you would want to look into it. To pick you up after something like that, horrific, horrible, nasty. It's true, it's there. I'm doing it to shock you and to just to show you I don't know about these guys, and you know, I'm going to look into it, but Matthew knows about them and he listens to them every day. This one is Logic, featuring FEMI Santiago, Master of Me. This one's good. Listen to the words on this one. I could screen share, but I'd rather do this. I'm old school. I do know.
This is a song for the government. You tried for so long.
This guy grew up in Brixton, London, all around Brixton. Yes, he knows what London is like. He knows what city life is like. He knows what adversarial, horrible, negative, energy, devouring vampirism that is London trade, London, okay? So just think about that, where this guy's a product of the London environment from around these hench manners, ends, and just listen.
I'm here to stay when you say your commands. I'm not following them, no. I don't speak on behalf of all God's children. I speak to inspire everyone that we will stand stronger in the millions, battling for our freedom. So don't tell me that I do not matter. I'll show you how one person can influence change to what is going wrong. So listen, 'cause this really matters. If we stand as one block, then we can unlock the shackles. 'Cause I am the master of me. Whatever goes is what I say. It doesn't matter if they agree. It's gonna that I'm my own master. I am the master of me. Tell your slave master that I'm my own master. And you are the master of you. Tell your slave master that I'm my own master. That I am my own master. Go tell your slave master that I'm my own master. Cause I am powerful. I possess everything I need in the world to survive. And you are powerful. Cause God made everyone the same if you're looking inside. We deserve to know how the so-called leaders of countries meet and decide if we go to war. Cause I stand with the people who think that we don't have to fight. But if it's necessary, then we rally up. Burn down the oppressor, yeah, we rally up. Imagine if the riots were really planned out. The people met and had London all mapped out. Set targets, i.e. fed stations. From politicians to the big corporations. Illuminati members and the Masons. Anyone who don't burn down Satan. Revelations, mind-changing. Habeas corpus, fake legislations. Education needs...
Habeas corpus.
God's law is the law of our nation. God's law is the law of our nation. God's law is the law of our nation. God's my master and I found God in me. So I am the master of me. Tell me, I do not matter. Show you how one person can influence change to what is going wrong. So listen, this really matters. If we stand as one block, then we can unlock the shackles. I am the master of me. Whatever goes is what I say. It doesn't matter if they agree. It's gonna be my way. You are the master of you. Whatever goes is what I say. It doesn't matter if they agree or not. It's gonna be no way. I am the master of me. Whatever goes is what I say. And it doesn't matter if they agree. It's gonna be my way. Like you are the master of you. Whatever goes is what you say. It doesn't matter if they agree or not. It's gonna be your way. I am the master of me. Whatever goes is what I say. It doesn't matter if they agree. It's gonna be my way. You are the master of you. Whatever goes is what you say. It doesn't matter if they agree. It's gonna be your way.
Yes, you get that. Master of me. It doesn't matter if they agree. It's going to be your way. Yeah, that's important. You got habeas corpus dropped in there. You got, you know, a lot of important messages in there. So if you're going to go and get your slave master, yeah, they also talked about ballying up. Well, we don't want... Shh, David, we don't want ballying up. We don't want the riots. They talked about the political connotations and what goes off with the Illuminati and the Grand Masters. So what you find is with our Afro-Caribbean, Jamaican brothers, sisters and so forth, they are well trained in the art of deception and deceptive measures, because they've had hundreds of years of oppression, and they're aware of slaves and masters, and they was aware of Babylon well before us white guys was. And when I say white, I mean an eclectic, you know, just non-Jamaican, non-black, because of the slave trade and the oppression there. So these guys are spot on. That just says it all. Man likes to speak, but sometimes you just play a tune and it just hits home, doesn't it? It says what it does on the tin. I'll give you the links in the feed. And I know, wow, 24, hello, good day, morning. I can screen share and give them you stuff like that, but I needed to come outside and just have a little smoke, because I just had a little intensive session on Facebook, and I did actually have a little cry about Ahmed, and you know, this is all ringing true now, yeah, and there's some amazing talent out there. Akala, I don't know, I'd like to finish on Akala now, something high, yeah, we'll go for Fire in the Booth. I don't like this this setup. We have got the People's Prince, yeah, on well, the People's Prince is the People's Prince because he turns them into men. Yeah, a man that comes up to you and turns you from a people to a man, gives you your power and puts you on the king pedestal, is some kind of prince there. Andy Sovereign Smith does that with us in his own unique way. But I'm going to go for Fire in the Booth, Akala Part 1. There's about 4 parts to this, remember, yeah, 4 parts, yeah, so we're going to end on a nice high, and I'm going to go through your comments.
I know you're gonna dig this. Oh, yeah.
Perfect. Yo, yo, yo. Okay, yo. Yo, I like you. You're like a tiger.
Yes, I grew up on a dole in a single parent family. Been through a little bit of tragedy. Yes, I was around drugs and violence before the day that I started secondary. That's part of it, not half of it. Get the picture, the rest ain't necessary. Growing up, got a little caught up. That ain't even half of my life. Also given the knowledge of self, that is all we actually need to survive. If you saw me, age 9, reading Malcolm, just fine. Teachers still treated me stupid. Students that couldn't speak English, they put me in groups with. The irony is, some of the first man to give me schooling, you were called gangsters. I already explained that we know what the truth is. They used to say, don't be like me. Yeah, I got a name and don't on the street. Nighttime comes, I can't sleep. It's the part that rappers don't speak. We don't hit the road cause we're thugs. Don't come out the room, wanna sell drugs. If we got the right guidance and love, would we find people just like us? How could I knock the hustle to get by? How do you think I ate as a child? Judge no one, done many things wrong. Just don't boast about it in songs, but listen to my older bars. I was just as confused as you probably are, but you go when you learn. Travel, cut, one too many man, you don't get caught. One too many man that could have been doctors, end up spending the whole life booked up. You learn if you study, so set out just to make them money. No cover, it's all about getting poor people to fight with one another, so it's not good that us killing our brothers, dissing our mothers is right in line with the dominant philosophy of our time. But time is a cycle, not a line. Coming back around, you regain your mind. If you're ready for the energy, I challenge in my rhyme. Remedy the pedigree, the jeopardy your mind when the world's this. Left it is a crime. We can all fight with our brothers over crumbs. Harder to fight the one who makes guns. We can all talk shit, get $2. Harder to be the one who seeks knowledge. If we understood economics with no money's nothing, think nothing of it. Money is a means to get wealth, not the wealth itself. And don't get confused, far from broke. All that you see me do, I own, but I won't hang what I make around my neck. I know from where the diamonds came, but I do literally own a library that definitely costs more than your chain. And businesses and property, far from starving. I eat quite properly, and I don't care. Just said it for the kids who need to know you're not broke to listen. Don't know what asset from a liability, they've never been shown or told the difference, so they don't change situation. Richest man in Britain is Asian, that's significant, not coincidence. Asian people build businesses not by flossing, going out shopping, giving up the culture for everyone's profit. Who runs Bollywood? Indian people. Who runs our ish? So we shake our ass and dance as if racism just upped and vanished. But has it? No, it's right on course. You're beaten so bad you train to ignore. Let you not just make sweeping statements. Give me a second, I'll explain it. For small amounts of drug possession, there's more black people in jail in America than there is for rape and armed robbery and murder all put together. You can say they're just locking up thugs. Imagine they're in prison, every middle class kid that had ever held drugs. Oh, that's right, that'd be your kids. Bigger than that, what is going on with this prison? They get paid 50k per year per inmate by the state. Just wait, also legally are allowed to use their prison inmates as slaves. Use slave labor, big corporations, they come out of jail when they can't get a job. So when we celebrate going to jail, we are literally celebrating enslavement. Add to that, that's the hood that you live in. Engineered social condition that breeds crime by design. Where do you think you get your? And you could say that they're just black, but I like to deal with facts. In the 1920s, you would have found in America black towns, prospering centers of economics to education to make you proud. But some people couldn't bear that the former slaves would not just slide down to the KKK and other hate groups. Burn those towns to the ground, killing hundreds if it ain't understood. You think you were always living in the hood? It's only been 60 years since the hung blacks and burned them, and that was so cool. They were your past picnic baskets, even gave kids the day off school. Go see a lynching, have a picnic, it's fun to watch the little monkeys die. And people act a little dysfunctional. You wanna pretend that you don't know why? If your colour means you can be killed and you're powerless to get justice about it, is it difficult to figure out how you would then end up feeling about it? And that ain't excuses, just dealing with the roots of abuses that make a reality. We're a generation of young men speak of ourselves as dirt casually. That's America, this Britain. Something similar, some different. In this country, the first enslaved were the working class. What's changed? Worse jobs, worse conditions, most tax. Look where you're living, yet you go to the pub. Friday night, you will fight with a guy, don't know what for, won't fight with a guy. Shooting government are tight who send your kids to die in a war. They don't send the kids to the rich or the politician. It's your kids, the poor British, who decide to go and die in a foreign land for these wars that you don't understand. Yeah, they say you are British and that lovely patriotism that feed you, but in reality you have more in common with immigrants than with your leaders. I know both sides of my family, black and white, affect your mentality, reality in this system. Poor people dirt regardless of shade. But with that said, let's not pretend that everything is the same. When our grandparents came here to Britain, if you had a criminal record you couldn't get in. That ain't protected from all of the stupid abuses they will be living. Kicked in the teeth, stabbed in the streets, many times firebombed our houses, put feces through our letterbox, and of course the cops did so much about it. Days up to the 80s, people spitting in my pan because I was a baby. But of course, that has had no effect on my today. We are crazy, and none of this is for any good reason. They were just dark and grieving to ease the guilt now for all of this treatment, constant stereotypes are needed. So if I celebrate how big get my shit off, bricks that I'm flipping, clips that I'm sticking, chicks that I'm hitting, I'm playing my position. But if I teach a kid to be a mathematician, messing with the schism, how they gonna fill a prison when materialism is no longer our religion? What do you think we got now in Britain? Just like America, private prison for profit. That mean when your kids go jail, people make money off it. So keep environments that breed crime, build more jails at the same time, market badness to the kids in the rhymes. Long as rich kids ain't dying, it's fine. Get them to the point where some are so lost that actually believe if they don't celebrate killing themselves off. But it's because they're soft. Was Malcolm soft? Was Marley soft? Tell me, was Marcus Garvey soft? Well, was Muhammad Ali soft? Nah, I think not, but they want us to think that the road is cool. Being on board is all we can do. We don't control the wholesale production, so who benefits from us moving the food? All thinking there's no way out of old life, but Malcolm X used to hustle on the roadside. And Marcus Garvey organised more than 6 million people with no Facebook or Twitter. Why is it something you can't eat? One of my own homeboys did a 10 straight in the boxing yard. Now what's he doing? Passing his doctorate. Don't tell me that it's too hard. Who trained you to believe you're inferior? Sangbo Ebedo in Nigeria are the remains of an ancient mole dug 1,000 years ago. 20 meters wide, 70 down. Round the remains of an ancient town that's 400 square miles around. 400 square miles around. Please don't believe me. It was a documentary on BBC, but we ain't studying history. Too busy watching MTV. And MTV said, wear platinum. Now everybody wanna go and wear platinum. And MTV said, pop magnums. Now everybody wanna go and pop magnum. And MTV said, drink prune juice. You will start hearing that in tune soon. Hey, today I wore my car, yeah. Is it now more important what I got to say? Oh, and I drive a Mercedes, by the way, so everybody listen to what I got to say. Does that make you all happy? But yeah, my head's still nappy. Think for myself, so some mad at me. But on the mic, not one bad as me. All of this here's good for the rhymes. Put us in the same place at the same time, and it's clear to everybody I'm out of my mind. Some of these guys are running out of their rhymes. Clear to everybody, those got ears. I'm the guy that they just might fear, that they wanna get near, but they can't have a peer. Oh dear, I'm hard to give you just like beer. Front on the kids for another 5 years. Come to my shows and some cry tears. Mean that much to them. It's a movement. I don't speak for myself, but a unit. Black, white, man, woman. Anyone who respects truth, we put in. Dudes are like milk, we just put in. Yeah, you're sweet, but no substance put in. You can never ever be with a level on. All songs get played out there in Lebanon. We speak for the people properly, not for the old fat guys in offices and the girls love it. Ain't fair. You can't even be bothered to comb his hair. Anyway, that's enough kissing my own arse. Back to the more important task of being so shower. I got half the hood screaming, knowledge is power. And I ain't saying that'll change that back, but I do know this for a fact. Right now there's a you on your block with his hands on his hood, straight screwed up. So he don't care, don't give a that he won't let nobody call his bluff, but the words go in. Open your shack covers once that's happened, there is no going back. Once you start to see what is really happening, who the enemy you should be attacking is. So read, stuck on the block, read, sitting in the box, read. Don't let them say what you can achieve. Cause when people are enslaved, one of the first things they do is stop them reading. Cause it is well understood that intelligent people will take their freedom. Cause if we knew our power, we would understand we can't be held down if we knew our power. We would not elevate not one of these clowns if we knew our power. We wouldn't get arrogant when we get 2 pennies if we knew our power. We would see what everybody sees that we're rich already. But never mind, MCs go run for your mummy. I'm hungry, I run for my tummy. That's enough, back to worshipping money. I'm off, back to the sun.
Can't deal with him. Can't deal with him. But he won't talk about, he does talk about it. The Radio 1 does talk about it to some extent. Yeah, this is on Charlie Sloth's channel. Yeah, I don't mind. I'm not trying to rip it off. It's for information purposes only. It's copyright infringement free. Actually from the alleged People's Prince channel himself. Yeah, and that was an Indigo child doing MCing called Akala. If he doesn't know he's an Indigo child, he's got to. He knows some shit, doesn't he, there? He said just about everything that's relevant to any man of any stature, capacity, conscious, something of all of this will have reached out to one of you, something there will have got, or many topics. So that's the message over. That's one of 4. There is like, yeah, I think there's 4 now is done altogether. 1, 2, 3 and 4 altogether are 47 minutes and 9 seconds as a video here with all of them on. That black and white thumbnail, aka LA. Now, something for you to reflect on, because I'm tired and I've said it all. If I could sing and MC, you know, that's what man would be doing right there. Music will bring us together. Music will carry the message that cannot be carried. I cannot repeat myself. Not everyone's going to get to the website. Not everybody's going to sign up for a course. Not everybody's going to read a book. Everybody's at different levels. Nobody can. So how do we do it? What did he say in there? MTV said wear platinum. So everybody wore platinum. If MTV said drink date juice, would everybody start drinking date juice? You know, the power that they have, the way that it goes. So the music is the key. So at the conference, we will be talking about the production of CQV, Dead and Lost at Sea, and we'll be looking at the music soundtrack to go with it, and we need help here with the production. I've got an idea, as you can see, of where the music's going to come from and the soundtracks. That's anybody that knows anybody that likes to MC, that thinks that they've got some skills, and we'll bring them and get the studios took down. And that, when I say studio, I mean microphone, laptop, and they're all mobile now, everything's digital. It's easier, you know, we can sort that out. So that's that. Music will convey the message. The music can convey the message a lot more effectively than what I can. That's some powerful shit there. That's you know, that's just emotional. Let's go for the comments. I'm going to go and charge, get in the light now. I just needed to we needed to cover that, I'm afraid, guys. That's something that needs to be encompassed. If ever you'd wondered why we was doing what we're doing, or why, which way? This way. Easy, Tracy. Captain. Just got a summons. You just got an invitation to go to a place of business for a civil issue, have you? Well, let's hope that the claims are verified and that everybody's going to be sworn in, and that you know who you are and what capacity you've got, and if that instrumentation was authorised to be used in commerce, and if they're going to force you to proceed when you don't understand. Enough said. I'm watching the bloody telly. No, you're not, Jesus Jones. That was important. 69, yes, I. Wars of the Royals, FPV, Cool Pics. Aha. Easy, yes, this is, yeah, yes, London is horrible. Yeah, it's not nice, is it? Adversarial, aggressive. Everybody's like, you know, out for what they can get. Nobody really cares about much, you know. In Sheffield, when I went from down south to moving in Sheffield, and that was like 25 years ago. The change was incredible. It was a big noticeable difference. How nice people were. The accent, that would just leave the accent alone. All right, it was a bit weird at first, but now I've got it, so it stays. Let's put you here, so we've got you. London, adversarial, Jonesy. No. Easy sister, full of suited and booted types. Man sat near a suit. The suit got up and moved away. Felt the atmosphere on the train that day. Wow, okay, yeah, that's not, yeah, just adversarial, isn't it? Just opinions better than you. Good, fine. Yeah, they're artists, good artists, aren't they, them? Like I say, I would have screen shared it, and I'll put the links in afterwards. I've told you who they are. Just sometimes music conveys a much stronger message than a document or a deed or a citation of law or anything like that. When we say the King of Jordan closed his borders on guys that needed help after the Saudis and the kings started bombing other guys with foreign war policy, it's for you to look into. These escrow accounts and everything else, and where it gets spent and who does what and liable for what. You see in there the important messages that Akala said then, something about liable and something else. They don't know the difference. They use habeas corpus. These guys are clever. They know some of the law. They know lots of everything. I need to meet these. Definitely. Indigo, the Go-Go. Council tax, what's that? I haven't paid it for ages. They're stopping me from performing my duties as trustee by refusing to tell me in what language they're communicating to me in. Oh well. You need to communicate to them though as well, because there is a system and a controversy in law needs to be cleared up, and it needs to be cleared up, and if it isn't cleared up as you intend and want and instruct, then it will be cleared up as they are wanting and intending. 69. Yo, everybody's in. Yes, Sandra, and a free woman. Great little family we've got here. It's good to see. All right, guys. Yes. Word. Isn't it a small world? Yes, in the tube world, I am very honoured and happy to have met you, and to for you to be here viewing and what you think. It's your comments and your opinions are important. Chris Hayes, Carla up his own ass, yeah. Raps like this, he is one of the best. Yeah, that was Fire in the Booth #1. It's just like, it's a torrent. It's an absolute torrent for someone to stand there and just come out, and just for their consciousness to have that 1, resource, 2, ability, 3, desire, 4, intent, 5, just, and I know what you mean. Yeah, it's not like he's going to be on the stage at Sovfest anytime soon, but we will try and get certain guys off tube linked up. You guys have the power. If you know any of them, or you can, and you've got any ideas, then fire away. Let me know. Email. You've got the emails. You've got the website. You've got everything you need. You've got in touch with me. Easy DJ. Yes, Craig. Seeing all you guys. It'd be no good in the court. The judge wouldn't be able to grasp what he was saying. Yeah, no, that's what I mean. I'm quite fast sometimes. You have to rein yourself in, Jonesy. It's about the discipline, the monkey what is it now? The monkey mentality, the monkey mind. I am a prime example of the monkey mind, as you can see and know. I am improving on it, and it is possible to master one's own domain. It doesn't mean you have to sit here like whatever for hours on end, but there is techniques and methods of which you can use. But monkey brain, monkey mind, what you have to conquer there, mate. Lyrics make sense, but it's still got their influence surrounding the track. But that's just that's it. The lyrics are what, never mind the other bits, the rhythm track. It's the lyrics. I used to DJ and stuff, and I see talent and skill and intelligence there. I'm not saying it's perfect. What I'm saying is it's better than what I could have put it down as. And when you see that poor little boy and that, I'm not trying to make light of anything. I'm just saying, when you feel down and sad and depressed and stuff, just think up, you know what I mean, and put things in perspective. Master, slave master, you are who you are. It's you. You make your decisions. They limit your discretion by the non-disclosed measures of which they communicate to us in, and how they legally angle and leverage it. So we think one thing and it's actually another. We look at something that looks authenticated and trustworthy, it's deceptive and full of lies. But yeah, I'm not arguing. It's the horse racing, yes, for what John McCruick used to do Midnight Gardener, I do believe, at the old, so I'm not even going to attempt that. John Smith. John Smith, I'm not even going to give that a comment, to be fair. Just give me the thumbs down as usual and be on your way, I think. Jonesy, yeah. Fluorescent, am I right in thinking that council tax is fraud against citizens? No, Fluorescent, because the citizen is what? Well, the citizen is a public, like a sovereign citizen. That's an oxymoron, as I explained to Crow and said to him to take back to the States, that when he goes back, he needs to let them know that a sovereign is a sovereign, self-governing. You are governed, but you're self-governing, and you are in the capacity of the tribunal, the body, mind and soul, the essence in the reflection, personified creator, and the citizen is what is subject to the citations of the penal codes in the states, and also the Commonwealth, the states, Australia, America, penal codes, public codes, citizens with a Z. We use the S, we don't use the Z for the Zen at the end. Citizens. No, we don't. I'm just messing with you. I'm just messing with your mind. They're public. They're the statutory ones. So persons, citizens, employees, these kind are the ones that are in the public. So the council tax can't be fraud against anything. It's just a shit state of affairs, basically, isn't it? Do you live in a house? Yes. Well, you can have a tax. What? We've already got all these. Yes. Well, here's another. Thank you. Thanks very much. We don't really want it. Well, if you don't pay it, you're going to get locked up. Well, what? Okay, so you've come to me and you said, here's a bill, you must pay it. Okay, and if I don't pay it, I get locked up. Surely that's a demand by a gangster. Am I in Italy? Hey, mamma mia, hey, Marco, hey, there's a man at the party. And you don't take that and bally up and come out like them boys just said. So let's think about it. You've got to have a choice, haven't you? Otherwise, it's like that man in the uniform of the Nazi Reich being here, telling you, "It's no, I not pay your papers, knock, papers, please." Sounds a bit like forced, I ain't got no papers. Oh well, come with me then. What do you mean, come with you? Well, I've lost me. No, somewhere here a minute. Oh well, sign that. Next thing, got yourself a solicitor. Then it's like, what? How much bill is this? What you speak? I don't even understand what's going on. It just all escalates, doesn't it? That's because you're not competent. So your cognition of the verbiage, of the language, of the phonetics, of the etymology, of the instrumentation, and all of the layout and the way that somebody may lay a claim on you in their capacity, they made a claim, and you need to ask them where the proof of that claim is. If you argue that claim, you've made a mistake. If you pay that claim and bow to it, you've made a mistake. If you ignore that and don't do anything, you've made a mistake, because as we've said, there's a pre-action protocol that comes into play. It waits on a ticking clock. It operates on assumptions and presumptions under the Roman civil law. You've no escape. The house wins 9 times out of 10, Dan. So, yeah, it's a bit like being on the streets, mate. It's a bit like, this guy's going to have me. He's bigger than me. How am I going to have him? You've got to outthink him. You've got to outsmart him. So that's what you've got to do. And you've got to be on it. If you're going to go into battle, then you need to have armour, protection. You need to have a plan, and you need to have some kind of backup, if that plan fails. So without them 3, you're just going into it, then you're going to fail, and you're going to get, serve benefits and fines and forfeits and the law of the sea. Yeah, that's what it is. It's the Admiralty, the law of the sea that's on the land. So how do the officers of the sea contract with you on the land get you to... Yeah, because you think you're a citizen or a sovereign citizen. Well, you're a citizen or you're a sovereign. Or you are never both. You are not subject to criminal offence charges, because it's either criminal act, which is the criminal act against a man, a crime, because a man, man needs to have been injured for a crime to have taken place. If it's a complaint or it's an offence, you've offended me. Here's some notice. You've offended me. Oh, right, I've offended you, okay. And who's the victim? It's the state. What? The state's a victim? How? You've offended the state, really? Yes. Well, you've offended me, to be honest, but it's about time I think I let you know then, because this is quite an insult. It's victim. Victim. They don't even know the meaning. Council tax has nothing in law to say you must pay it. No, Jesus, it doesn't. But what we've come to learn, and you must appreciate, we've immersed ourselves in trust and equity and documents and accepted for value and canons and Steve McRae, Santos Bonacci, Romley Stewart. Wow, it's just been incessant. Franco Collins, Winston Shrell, HJR, 1099, Evidence of Life, Live, Claim, Shizen, Treasury Direct, routing numbers, Heather, Harvey Dent. We've been there everywhere, back, forwards, in and out, rewound it, come back, restructured it. That's why I've given you that document that's on the .com, and it's all about and that video called The Architect's Design, Decoding the Architect's Design and the Matrix, because it's all in there. We've done it, we've cracked it, and we know where to go and who to go, what to go with, how to go, what to do, where it is. And it's Queen's Bench. Unfortunately, it's Queen's Bench with Defender of the Faith. Unfortunately, in as personam with Express trusts being, collapsed basically, or formed, trustees being made, Express trustees being put on, corrections being made, Privy Council, Chambers, High Court, as King, with in personam, with direction, instruction, requirements and wishes, remedy for what's gone on up until man's 40, and then maintenance going forward. Put it like this: 180 something videos I've done at GCHQ, the only part of the government that listens. If it wasn't true. So, yeah, if they want man to shut up, they've got two options, haven't they? Poison, like what we're seeing accidentally dropping about in England, if you believe that. What's his name? Javid Savage, done his job well. He's been in office how long? How long's he been in office? Think about it. What's he come out and said to Russia? Alleged poisonings? Yeah, they can poison me, nobble me off, or they can give me remedy, and I'll move into the private. That's the ultimate goal, and I'll be taking the estates of all of the Jeremita, all of the Hanlon, and my blood, excellent, everything will be coming my way. I will be the principal trustee of all of the blood lineage, and I will be informing my blood lineage of all of the estates of what's happening. You have a claim on an estate and it's not answered in 90 days, it's paid out, allegedly. Think about that. Or them claims on a legal person, you ignore it, you don't deal with it properly, then that's because you've accepted it and you're dealing with it, but you ignore it, they pay it out anyway. The system wins 9 times out of 10. We found out all the little shitty bits of the crap that we don't need to know, like when they say all rise in the court, that's the dead rising. You are dead, all rise, life to the dead. Rise, sit, sit, get in the dock, get in the dock. What? No, hang on a minute, yeah, I will stand up, but when I stand up, I don't forfeit anything, and I don't waver anything. I reserve my rights, my inalienable rights to everything, and I will stand out of honour and process and procedure, simply. Alright, just in case you're thinking I'm going to submit anything before I stand, I'll stand for you now. There you go, no contempt. Well, what that's all about, bit weird. I don't give you any jurisdiction or authority. I'm in my sovereign capacity. No man can judge another man. This is a civil issue, you know, wow. Issues at hand, or even if it's not, yeah, a civil issue, it's to do with property. So anyway, let's go. Got one then, didn't I? You'd be good at presenting that. You got that. Fraud citizens, yeah, say to you must pay council tax. So you are the surety for all debt, and you are the principal. Let's start with the positive. David creditor, Jeremita debtor. So surety and principal. Well, principal is where it comes from and originates from, and surety is the one that's responsible and going to be bonded and pay for it. So you are the principal and the surety, but you haven't been trained how to be the principal of it. So if you haven't got the correct verbiage to write stuff down on endorsements and things, which I don't think I will have to hand now, but you will work out that there is ways that you can present yourself in a two-dimensional form, your legal person that is, or you as the settler. When I say present yourself, I don't just mean things like stamps and thumbprints and things like that. That's presenting, what's that? That is an affirmation, declaration, an affidavit of truth, evidence, facts. Let's see, but this one, yes. So you have verbiage. You have verbiage. A for V, settlement only, template, accepted for value and returned for value. For a settlement of account number, put the account number, charge the same, adjust to 0, 2, strawman name, capitals, trust via pass-through, account number, use national insurance number or social security number in there, by autograph by real man, blue or purple ink, so it is important the colour of the ink when you do that, I'll give you that, yeah, print name and date in blue ink. That is done at a bit of an angle, some kind of verbiage, yes. A for V, template, accepted for value and returned for value. For settlement and closure of account number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, charge the same, adjust to 0, to strawman trust, in via pass-through account, use national insurance, a social security number, by autograph real man, yeah, for autograph by real man in blue purple ink, still the same, print name and date in blue ink. This one is for settlement and closure of account. This one is for settlement of account. All this stuff's going on the .com very soon. Once I've had a chat with brother Richard And so, Richard, we need to have a coffee. And yeah, bonded promissory note. This is good for you. International, America. What have we got? Winston Shrout stuff that I found. Winston Shrout. Here we go. While we're on this little movement and council tax and stuff like that. Promissory note certified. So you've got stuff like witnesses, print name of endorser, and you've got stuff like this is actually a Winston Shrout from an order of the clerk to the court, district court. It doesn't matter about the amount. This instrument, in accord with law, as codified in the Utah Uniform Commercial Code. So it says uniform, and my brain's going universal because of the dyslexia. So even I can see it, and when I know what to say, it just confuses it. Uniform Commercial Code 708-3104 is tendered in good faith pursuant to public policy at HJR-192 of 5th of June 1933, and the Uniform Commercial Code 10-104 as full satisfaction of a purported debt claimed and purported to be owed, and to be payee respondent herein, clerk of the court, district court, Clark County, Nevada, doing business as a debt collector as per payee respondent's presentment, blah blah blah. That's confidential. Amount doesn't matter. On demand, the undersigned maker promises paying the herein instrument upon Uniform Commercial Code, see again, and 3-501 and 3-111, presentment and endorsement. So this is like an international instrument, and it's got like the witnesses bits at the bottom, a thumbprint on there, what you can have, or the witness setting it out. But that's to do with international Uniform Commercial Code. So we wouldn't use, right? I'm showing you this as a bad example. This isn't something you want. I'm not reading it you out to, because, whoa, why would you use all of that crap, numbers, codes, shizen, when you could just say, I, settlor, I've got rights to, under claim of right, dominion, creator, this ball, this plane. Sorry, I do actually think it's a plat. So, yeah, this plane. Well, if I was a betting man, I'd say it's flat. I need first-hand knowledge. The knowledge points to flat. Vedic, all underneath. You know that because the ones that speak to me know what I think. But I can't tell you definitively. It looks like it's that way. Well, yeah. So you would be the creator. The living beneficiary as appointed by the creator, yes, and dominion of this realm, we'll call it, and the dominion of this realm, and you as the living man, not a uniform, commercial, unified, universal, see, commercial code and all this, like, you know, it's just crap. Like Crow said, who can learn that? Who wants that? High Court, Privy Court, yeah, King's Court, King's Court, you know, Queen's Bench, even as it is. Documents, ecclesiastical, again, not ours. Canons, a cannibalization of the scriptures, a cannibalization. The canons are not. I don't think that they're great and that they're whatever. The papal bulls, the proclamations. It's good that that you're picking it up. I have seen a good lot of questions come back from the architect's design and the chat with Santos and Crow, and that document that I've done, which is supporting of that video, the yellow pyramid. It's a yellow pyramid for a reason. It's just to subconsciously remind you of the trusts and stuff. So yeah, you don't need to worry about that. America, all courts, Australia, Canada, USA, 97.5%, you know, of all the world's Temple, BAL, London run courts will recognise equity. Magistrates, district, all of the de facto ones recognise equity, whether they've got the correct capacity, authority, jurisdiction, knowledge, know how to deal and manage equitable issues and understand the principles. They won't even know the maxims. England's only got like less than 90 equitable barristers that are, you know, all worth their weight, that cost hundreds of thousands, you get me? So even I'm sat here like this at whatever time on tube having a chin wag, this shit's golden. So You chomp it up, suck it up, take it when you can, because if I manage to go private, you'll know that it's gone quiet because man's done it, and then you'll all be spared on. I know I sound insane, but this is just a quick little encapsulation for you. I've had to go through a little bit because I don't always explain it, and it doesn't make sense, but you put it like that, yeah, that's how it's layered. If you want to give others an invisible laws or authority, or start claiming titles and names and things that aren't yours, and then wondering why you're going to have the fines and forfeits, because as he says in the video, liability, the liability is there, the public liability, and if you don't want the public liability, that when your phone rings and they go, hello, can I speak to David please? Yeah, speaking. Hello there, it's Capital One. About that 60,000 million billion pound that you said you'd pay last year. Have you got it yet? Oh, well, no. What it is I'm not very. Hello, is David there, please? Who's speaking, please? It's Keith from Capital One Collections. All right, Keith. No, David's not here. Oh, do you know when he'll be back? No, I don't. Is this David's number? Who is it that you're after? Mr. David Jeremita. Well, I'm David. Yeah, I'm the authorised agent and representative in office for Mr. David Jeremita. If you'd like, I can sort his accounts and affairs out for you as the agent of. What would you like? Oh, is David there? Yes, he's here with me. Can I speak to him, please? No, you can't. Why? Well, because he's dead. Pardon? Well, he's a fiction. Yes, he's the instrumentation of which I sail on the seas of commerce with. Yes. So who are you then? Pardon, Keith? Who am I? I'm David. And what's your surname? Oh, I don't have a surname. No surname for me. A surname, sir, is a title, isn't it, Keith? Yes. Why would one want a surname? I'm from a clan. You know, I'm from a family. My family name is Jeremita, so I'm David, and my family name is Jeremita. Nice to meet you. What's your name, Keith? Who are you from? Where do you know, can I talk about you? Come on, time is money, mate. I need to get on. Have you got date of birth, David? Pardon, Keith, you okay there, pal? No. I just I've heard of you Freeman types before, and you know we've got some script here telling us about you Freeman and you crazy loons. Sorry, not crazy loons. You unique fellows. No, I'm not a Freeman. No, I'm a private man actually. There's a difference. It's a key word replacing. Take out the free, replace it with private. Yes. Yeah, I don't accept public liability, no. And no, I have instrumentation, yeah, so carry on anyway. What was you asking, Keith? Date of birth? Oh, my date of birth is hearsay. 1980. Yeah, I was born 1980. I was less than a year old, mate. I'd just been born that day, so with all due respect, I couldn't tell you. But Mr. David Jeremita, date of birth 16th of April 1980. This is this is what I've got written down here. Is that who you'd like to speak to? Yes, David. Oh, is he there? Yes, he's here. Well, look, he's on a certificate, like, and it says at the bottom, warning, this is not to be used, or this is not evidence of identity, and it's from the Crown, this, mate. So, are you trying to get me to tell you that I'm a bit of paper? No, I didn't authorise. Yeah. Well, this bit of paper isn't me. Are you legally trained, Keith? No, you're not legally trained. Can I speak to somebody who is? Yes, that would be better, yes. And I'd like to obtain an email so I could email them my status and capacity and correct the relationship and record it through an email. Yes, that would be excellent. And I'll put the reference as a subject in the email, and I'll have all my documents there of whom and what, and it'll all make sense, and I'll send it, and I'll conditionally accept. Yes, that's not a problem. Yeah. You see, I'm a creditor. You see, I'm David is the creditor, and Jeremita is the debtor. And this is all some kind of crazy trust, Keith. And you don't know nothing about it. You're just a call centre man. They don't tell you, pal. No. Yeah, if you got a pen, I'll give you my website. Like, you can learn loads about it. I'll give you my YouTube chat and everything. Like, because they don't tell you, but you're there doing the job, and you need to know what you're doing. Maybe you might think about getting a better job that's more. Wholesome, more rewarding. This is a bit, working for the Crown and stuff and so forth. You get me? All day long. He's saying this, oh God Lord, I've got to get through these. I need to get off. What time is it? 1:45. Yikes. Yes, lady, agreed with that. A comment on it. Musicians explaining. Facts. Am I right thinking council tax is fraud against it? That's where we got to. A piece of paper for money then. piece of paper for money. Yes, Jesus, because they've took away the gold insolvency act. Look at the removal of the silver backing in the 60s. So the paper isn't backed by anything. So all you've got in your wallet and in what you're drawing out, the ATMs, the automated teller machine, the cash machines, is paper. It's not backed. You're the backing of it. That little cusset number and bond on the certificate at the top right of the birth certificate, not the certificate of birth, that's gone somewhere else. That's tied up with the other bit, your birth certificate. So that's how you're indemnified. You bonded with that because you don't know that we're telling you there's a difference. Am I right in thinking? Yeah, we got that. Is it implied contract? Is it an implied contract and they operate in trust, which is common law? No, John Smith, it isn't. 69. Ask for the accounts. Ask the account. It's a public statutory trust, though. I will just echo something for you. It's not fair just to leave you. I can't even do that, John. I'm so nice. It's a misconstrued public statutory trust that you're in, and it's unconscionable. And what else is that I can give you? You don't need to know you're in that trust to be in that trust. What? It's not a testamentary trust. It's not a private express trust. It's a public statutory trust. When we said at the beginning, there's a lot of trusts. Yeah. Ask the council for the proclamation date for the Local Government Finance Act, and it was given to the force of law. Yep, on your person under presumption. So they'll say, oh, Mr. Alias 69 or Mrs. Alias 69, it's here, look. This is what we're on about. It's for you. And you'll be like, oh, come on. Free woman, I tried to get on website last night, kept kicking me off. Send me an email to david@splspro.com and let me know what the issue is, the email that you tried to create an account with, and then I will have a look at it and see if you've used the donate and then you've donated, and rather than join us, it's a bit after that video that you can play halfway down. It's just above that, I think, on the right hand side, free woman. So you would need to donate, and it's a private, it's not open to the public, we're private, you see, that's what it is. We have to move from Facebook, YouTube, all of these private public areas of which are susceptible to harm, injury, loss, danger, shills, trolls. When you are actually fully private, when I go fully private, all of these public transmissions are going to stop. So one, to show you honour, integrity, and two, you can't do one thing, preach one thing and then do another, can you? So that's it. Equity has maxims and you've got to follow them. If you go and join this and you do this, then that will protect you. You must follow. So that will protect you. You must follow. So clean hands, slumbering, you know, the 20 maxims of equity that we've told you time and time again to make your best friend, the assumptions of law, the presumptions of law, those two will tell you a massive amount in them. Go and type in, if you're a member of the Facebook Trust, you'll find them there. I haven't imported them all onto the .com, they might be there. There's nearly 100 PDFs out, the 400 on there. Assumptions and presumptions, maxims of law, then the maxims of equity. Done. Then look at what we've said, knowing who you are. You're 75% of the way there. Get your thumbs out. Equitable asset, consideration. Morning, yes. Nonna, Tracy. It's Friday night, isn't it? We're having a late one. Sid El Karachi. Sid El, yeah. Indigo, what's up, brother? Here listening in from the fascist Netherlands. You've got to laugh, haven't you? Wow. Powerful videos is what's up. Powerful videos. I cried a couple of times tonight. I don't mind crying. I'm a real man, and my heart hurt when I saw little Ahmed. Sick shit's going off, guys. The only reason why everyone went to London was the rumours it was paved with gold. Yeah, gold, Benson and Hedges packets. Yes, oh Jesus. That's the story. They are heading people into Europe to create. Yes, the RFPV. I've seen that migration mass. They flooded Europe first, didn't they? What did they do? They flooded it first. Oh my days. Iran. What they're doing with Iran? It's got everything. Iran's got every mineral that you could ever want, plus oil. What's happening it's just a joke. It really is. And I don't care what colour they are, what language they speak. When a child is running from a fucking mortar bomb, when his parents have been blown up and he's watched the guts go all over the place and he's got them on his face. That's it. There's a line. There is a line where that thing, whoever, whatever it is that's judging us, that's watching us, if you're knowledgeable of something and you do nothing, then you're just as bad as the perpetrator. When you find out about it, unfortunately, there's a law system, and then you have to go, what? And if you don't go what and try and do something, I'm not saying you need to fix it. You don't even need to make a video. You just need to have a think about it and try and change your actions and be more conscious. And that's all it is. You're thinking at the temple. Phew, there's loads of you here. Thank you all. I'm trying to get through them to get off because I'm hungry and I want to do stuff and chat. I'll do. Gumshoe. I think I've subscribed to most of you. All of you that are on here, I will subscribe to you. If I haven't, then it's just because I've missed you and I'm getting round to it. So you will see me subbing to you like you have me. I'm an idiot because I'm just too busy. And I forgot about YouTube politics and stuff. It's great and it's nice etiquette. So I'll do it to you back. I'll look at the videos and stuff. I've got so many to look at. Thank you all, and you have obviously with each other. Who do you know that's good for dealing with being turned down for ESA? It's for my son's girlfriend. We are doing that now, and we have got the group and the family. I have the link to the. What happens is, what have we learned? Because I knew nothing about this 3 months ago. This is all new to me. You go down and you have the assessment, or you don't go to the assessment because you're bedridden and you've got the devil's disease and you've rang up and sent the documentation off and you've missed 3 appointments already, and then you go, they make another one and you don't go, and for some reason suddenly your money stops, benefits are stopped, yeah, your disability's all stopped, yeah, DLA, ESA, the full shebang, and they're saying because you didn't go to an appointment, it's because I'm bedridden, it's because I've told you that. Well. And then you get your letters and they say your tax and everything, and then they say your income, what you've got, job centre. If you think this decision is wrong, what you can do is have a mandatory reconsideration. This is bullshit. It is really bad. So what you do is you go, I'll do that. You get your mandatory reconsideration, and there's a form that you need from the DWP, Job Centre, ESA. They will email it you like they did me. I then filled it in with power of attorney on somebody's behalf. I sent it to them to sign. They've signed it, copied it, and sent it me back. I sent it off just today, and we've already had one success. When I say we, a joint effort, not myself, with a guy from Sheffield. So he did this, and we did the mandatory reconsideration, sent off that crappy form, put down why. They send it back going, according to what we say, we've done everything correctly, no problem. They've done what they've been paid to do. Yeah, there's an inside movement here of which has come up from, not from on high, our high, but from up on high, Grand Master high, you get me? And they're doing what they're told. And well, guys that fight back will probably get sorted out. The ones that can't be asked, the ones that just, drinking, ignoring it, so forth, smoking, going out, probably get a job. Some of them might get a job and think, that's just the kick up the arse I needed. Mixture of a bag, but the ones that fight, that are genuine, that need it, will fight, and they'll say, this is wrong. They don't listen to the mandatory reconsideration. You then go to this place. He says famously, mind blank. Her Majesty's HMCTS, Her Majesty's Courts and Tribunal Services online.gov.uk. Go there, type in words like ESA, Tribunal, Appeal, that'll do, ESA or DWP, Assessment, Health, Appeal, put keywords in. It's not easy to find and it's not straight there. I had to use DuckDuckGo and type it in. Yes, not Google, DuckDuckGo, and typed it in, and I found a link on a different page, and it was just someone's web page, a HTTP that DuckDuckGo found when I put in the keywords, and I went to that link from the search on Duck, and then that HTTP link on that web page took me back to the .uk gov, and I know what I'm looking for, and I was like, what? It's just wow. So you get that. HMCTS Tribunal application pack after they've given you for the mandatory reconsideration, because they've done what the old Braper at the old summit meeting of such and such in Camp David, Bilderberg, what we won't mention, yes. And that HMCTS, you layer that, you layer up everything in, you properly arm it, you sit there and you think about all of the verbiage, you check it, you double check it, and you make some decisions on that, you fire that away. And you fire that away, get ready. If you've done it right, you could also do it in the correct capacity. You could put down you're a living beneficiary. You can correct misconstrued relationships with the judiciary. They probably won't acknowledge and honour it, but you can put it down there and it will scare them a bit if they're legally trained in any way. We believe all of this is just the administrative of the, but that's where we're at. Man in Sheffield's done that, Cool Picks, as I've said, just like that, and we've got it turned around. That's when we celebrated. If you claim benefits, you're a citizen. No, if you claim benefits, then you are contracting, and you might have signed without liability. So you might go and claim benefits, Tracy, and you might sign after it, set law, or before it, set law, and sign. And the lady might not know, or the man might not know what that means and what that's in reference to, but you do, we do. Or you might put authorised agent and represent, or you might put all rights reserved and sign it. Yeah? All rights reserved, signed. That's it, done. You've claimed benefits, you've reserved your rights. As what? As man. Obviously, as man. So when they go, oh, well, you didn't go and fill in this book and you've not done your 45 hours of web search this week to get your payments. Yes, for 25 years, you've worked 50 hours a week and you've grossed over 2,800 every month. You've put into our pot a fat amount. Now you want it because you're on your arse, don't you? Well, you can't have it. It's ours. It's in the treasury. What? Yeah, but you told me when I sign on and do this that if when I'm working, my credits and taxes and PAYE go into a pot to help everybody out. Yes, they do. They help us out. Yeah, but I need that money back now then to live on. Oh, well, you need to do this and jump through that hoop and click your heels and put that dress on and go over there and fill over that and kiss Big Fat John, go over that way, eat that mouldy sandwich, come back 3 weeks, 2 days, 4 hours and 7 minutes time, and we might let you have it. Okay? Chop chop. No, thank you. What? No. It's a joke, man. You've got what? You haven't got liberties like the American Statue of Liberty. Oh, a great Statue of Liberty. No, liberties are awarded and taken away from you. Rights. Yes, rights is what you've got. And when you enforce your rights, you will see what happens. And when I say that quite hostile. When one enforces one's rights, it's amazing what happens. When you know who you are, as we keep saying, so back round to that. Come on, who are you? What are you? What capacity? Public or private? Public liability? Private. Signing stuff? Signing on. I'd rather try and find another way to exist and go and contract with the devil. Claiming, which is what we're going to do next week, so stand by. So you're not a citizen, you're contracting and you're signing, and it's how you are always alive and blood and man, but you're not illegally man, and you're signing for him. So because your certificate can't sign, they want you to sign for him to get access to that paper. It's a club. You got your club card today? Yes, it's here. Well, that's what we do, you know, the ones that me and Andy and so forth. All right, then can you sign? Yes, I'll sign. You're signing like that, and you'll be like, right, all rights reserved, signed, or no UCC, because we're not internationally commercing. We're doing it as the settlor and as the creditor, or the debtor. The debtor would just sign without any authorised agent, representative in office, all rights reserved, settlor, things like that. The certificate, and you, when you are accepting to be a citizen, then when you're being a citizen, you just sign. That's it. You are being a citizen. You are considered in law as a citizen when you just sign, because you've just signed for your certificate, who they assume that you are, and you are governed under public law as that citizen. So yeah, if you mean that, yes, you are, but you are not at the same time a citizen ever to be thinking that, or a person. You can be a public person if you wish. If you wish, that is your choice. I cannot tell you. You can be a private person and represent with David, lowercase, semicolon, Jeremita, lowercase, David Jeremita, all lowercase, no capitals at any point of that, no title beforehand. It's how I would represent privately and legally. If you see your name David, small case, space, capital Jeremita, what's happened there? They've attached the public, crown, copyright, surname onto the given name of David, the private. What if it was, so it was spelled David with the capital D, space, full caps Jeremita. What if you saw lowercase Mr, lowercase David, lowercase Jeremita? Well, that looks private, doesn't it? It's not the all caps. Well, what's before David? A title. Who's claiming that title? Me, if I sign for it and respond and ring up and think that I might be breaking the law and I might have to pay some money. So I'm sorry about that. They sent me scary letters. Come on. Get some nuts. Sorry. Felt like Mr. T then. Who do you know? So that's that. If you claim you're, I hope we've covered that now. Come on, guys. Come on. And they can only deal with you via the citizenship. Yes, in fact, Jonesy, contract citizenship, public. Yeah. It's not fraud against a citizen, but it's fraud against a human being. Yes! Fraud against man. It's a crime. Wait. It's a crime against man, man's blood, man's lineage, man's intelligence. When you fully get it, you will be, and don't get angry, just come back and go, David, pennies drop, what do I do, where do I go, what have you got, what are you doing? If you can't find me, splspro.com, you know where we'll be. They won't just give you money if you are not registered. No, they won't just give you money if you are not registered. When you register, it is to what? What body of? The sea. When you record, it's to... No, when you register, it's to the land. Sorry, because it's the Queen and register, yeah, Queen, land. When you record, it's to the sea. Look at what you register, look at what you record. But, Jonesy, you could use your International Monetary Fund, IMF, issued Social Security number for ponds, not Ponds Life or Pond Scum, for friends across the ponds. And you would use your national insurance number for England, United Kingdom, trust, the United Kingdom trust, that is. It's a trust, not a landmass. The United Kingdom is a trust. It's a fictional, it exists on paper, the United Kingdom only. It is not a physical place. It is only a concept, a construct, where every county and all that is encapsulated in that United Kingdom trust that somebody has put resident control in and taking from under trust relationship. Yeah, so that's how the country works. So when Crow goes off to Rob S, Common Law Court, God bless the man, I've got lots of love for him. I'm not saying anything bad about it, but these pennies will drop and I can see in the future what they're going to be going out. Fantastic. But what was Dave saying again? Because we might need a bit of that mixed with a bit of that coming to... You get me, fam? Citizen, yeah, the government are the biggest mafia. Here's this then. Man created government. They haven't always been in existence, or the construct hasn't always been there. We can argue that some cultures and some cultures and societies, no, some cultures and civilizations have had societies and such things which have had governing bodies of, or boards of, or a steering type committee of, or elders. Yes, come on, elders. What do the elders? The shaman. Come on now then. Now you've seen it. The tribes. Not everybody knew the information. Yeah, not even, it wasn't written down. It was in here, weren't it? Like what we've shown you with the musicians and the artists and the special ones. And the others, they could have it, but they was using the technology, but they didn't know how. They were using the medicine, but they weren't the shaman, you see. It's, life isn't always, we've become conditioned to modern day, think back, way back, like what we're doing with that, like what so many of you are doing on YouTube. You've gone out of the construct, out of the box, out of the two-dimensional construct. We're in the quantum, we're in the finite microcosm and the macrocosm. We're so much stuff that's just, my head hurts. For 30 years, since that dial-up modem and Khazar Light, and man's old, I grew up with bloody Richard Gere being fancied on films and that. I'm not like no modern tech kid, even though I've become one. And I've got headaches from it all, do you know what I mean? But when the computer first come out and the dial-up modem and AOL Online and Khazar Light and BitTorrents and everything, and look at where we're at now, do you know what I mean? It's truly incredible. So we've got the technology now. They tell us that we haven't, but yet we're still slaves. We've got slave masters, we've got bonds, we've got thumbprints, we've got the creator giving us documents saying this, that, the other, coded messages in it. Santos Bonacci confirming when we says, where it says Jesus walking on water, like, are they taking piss here? Because they're on about admiralty, they're on about drowning. I says, and not only that, we've got the crucifixion, which to me spells out cross, of Fiction. So forgive me from wrong, Santas. Man's walking on water, above Admiralty law, and he died on a cross of fiction. Well, Jesus didn't die on no cross of fiction. Justice died on the cross of fiction. They prophesied it, foretold it, put it in that book. Because if they're never going to work that out, and they didn't at that time. They didn't work that out. It was written in tongues. It was written in secret code, subtext within subtext, and it's just an interpretation. You got the King James with all the stuff about how to keep your ass out of court by following the stuff in the King James Bible. Now you got common law, and you got your shit that you know, and you fight it how you want to fight it. But you see, what we're doing is telling you the different ways of which they attack you, and the different ways of think they got jurisdiction, authority, presumption, assumption, consent. And why we say that is where we come into reference it. So it makes it easier for you. Pirate law, yes, that's exactly what it is. It is pirate law. It is like a mafia. You're right there, gangsters, Italy. I've got relatives in Italy that run right. No, I haven't, but blood lineage and going back, my relatives of the Jeremita clan are not mafia. So even though there are relatives in Sicily, Castelvetrano, I need to get my ass over one day. Yeah, it's like that. Two right gangs. Yeah, Gumshoe, Indigo. Excellent email, Gumshoe. It really did make me laugh, that, mate. That was fantastic. Kudos for that. Yeah, electoral roll. Get in. That's a good one there. Don't sign up. It says you're legally required. Legally required, are you? Well, no man's legally required to do shit, okay? But your person is. So just deflect on the person. When they come knocking, visitors by appointment only. Defend that castle. Canvassers, and tradesmen, all the visitors, strictly by appointment only. Trespass, yeah, private property, common law jurisdiction applies. Removal of implied rights of access, police borderline rules. Yeah, we've got all of them on the .com soon, and they're already in Facebook now. So that's how you defend there. Wake the sheep, or yeah, we can only try. You can't wake them up. This is all for you lot that are awake, that are 23 alive ones now after 82 minutes and a second of blab. Wake the sheep, or Jesus. Wow, yes. Osiris, son, Logos. Don't forget Logos, the word. In the beginning there was the word. You're going like that then. What else have you got in there then? I don't see Yahweh. I don't see Elohim. Yeah, there's lots there that you've got, but quite a good collection there. We'll give you that. Wake the sheep. Easy, just giving you shit, Jesus. Alright, a guy with Forenzo. Steve McCray, or whatever his surname is, not who you think he is. In fact, it's watching him that makes me think I need to do videos myself to warn people. I've waited to. Whoa, I don't want to get involved in that. He's a brother and I know him, so. I don't know his technology and I haven't seen inside it. He's explained to me in principle, and I'm having to do my own research. To, you know, I haven't got any of this off Steve, and I'm not in direct contact with Steve, but I classify him. He's helped us out a bit, you know. So I'm going to say that he's a brother. But you make a claim and you make it in public, you need to be careful. Trapped in room 101, you know, and you just yeah, you got evidence and that, then great. But wow, I'm staying out of that, please. Don't bring that to me. I don't want to be involved. Elites have always been afraid of the Russians. No comment. The Queen can't help us. She's been, yeah, it's 69's on it. You're so cool. Queen is German. Battenberg, I do believe. City, is it not Battenberg? That's why we have a Battenberg cake. Wasn't a secret. No, it wasn't a secret, but it's not a well-known fact. So you started it. I'll carry on with that. Wait, Lord, damn word predicts. Oh, same as when the headmaster, we all had to stand getting us used to authority. Not only that, you went ringing with the bell, didn't you, and stand with the bell. Drill sergeant, army, bell, drill. Oh, by the way, France, what's France just done? Brought back the service for 16-year-olds. National service. Murky bucket. Eh? Well, that's happened across the pond. What's coming this way? Signing your blood up for a service. Usurped us all. Yes, FPV, good choice of word there. Usurping. It's got the serpent in there, the Adam, the tree of life, the Garden of Eden, taking a bite of the apple, the serpent talking to Eve wanting to take a bite to get the knowledge. We'll stop here and pause because The Garden of Eden, usurpery, serpent in the book, serpent in the tail. What other words have we got that's phonetically connected? Usurping, usury, and usufruct. Mercantile, serpentile, mercantile law, serpent. Yeah, it's just nasty, mate. Evil. Just like, I need to catch up with you. I want to carry on with that production. Let me know when there's a good time. Perhaps not tonight. It's too late now. 111. Oh, 111. I've just had a look and it's triple ones again. Just randomly look, because I'm talking to about maybe FPV. We'll see. 01111. Anyone confirm? Told you to following me. It's because I've done a good job with them 3 videos and had a cry. That's why it said that there is a thank you from up on high to me, because I did this video an hour and 25 minutes ago. It was supposed to be a quick 10 minutes to let you know how I was feeling in the form of musicians that are extremely talented and need to be promoted, independent ones at that. Shit, man. Yeah. Thank you all. Bless you. You're all blessed. Queen Battenberg, nice bit of cake. Yes, 69 out. Oh, there's too many comments. Just let Sandra know when you're free, Dave. I'm down at the bottom. 111. Look at you all. Yes, that was by accident again. See, I can't make this shit up. I can't see no clocks anywhere. It's even that way. It's blocked, but there was a clock there, but it's not digital. Can't show you my house. I'll kick my ass for that. Privacy. No, it's privacy. Beer guy, get in. I love you. You've started a great many things. There he is, the living legend that is the beer guy. He's done a great many things. You've helped thousands of people, brother, by connecting Santos and my mind together, Crow and my mind together, and now possibly a good shitload more. Beer guy needs big love. Thank you for that. Yeah, that's all right. Warning of Steve McRae, certain. I kept quite good. Yeah, you've done right then. You've been honourable. Don't get involved. Yeah, I am a lovely chap. I'm an honourable man. Thank you. Please, please, please be careful. Nothing is what it seems. We know that. That's why we are independent, sovereign on our own.com. No affiliation, no partnership, no submitting, no registration, no charitable trust. We've gone a separate, different, independent, honourable way. I've come out here and explained it all. I've expressed it. There's a few little tricks coming out here as well with the trusts and that, and how you manage them, create them. A trust can be just spoken and decreed, expressed, and so forth. You know, you can put them up in public. So thank you for that, Trapped in a Room 101. Battenberg, look at you all go, you clever fuckheads. Has Putin just done the French out of 60 million, probably? Took Windsor from the... Lord, I'm going to have to speed read. I'm going, guys, it's late. Thank you, I love you lots, but... It's a rented house, yeah, that's the Wi-Fi up there, and... stop looking everywhere. Just put it up there, so when I go in the garden, it pings out. I know you're going to be wondering, there'll be one of you wondering with Asperger's or something going, why, Dave? Register anything you're into there, sort of governing rules and ownership. It doesn't matter, it has the name ecclesiastical, you're dealing with the devil. Yes, these aren't our rules, these are, yes, that's right, these are cannibalised laws, that's what they are, that's why I'm telling you, they're cannibalised. We're not, it's like anything, we're dipping in and we're remaining, they're instruments, okay? And as long as you know who you are and what you're doing, these instruments, you can let me think, use, yes? And there's an instrument there in itself, and an ink pad, and an equitable asset, and in the correct status and capacity under the Creator, with noblemen. Yeah, don't worry, but yeah, we agree, bang on, sake, occult, dark, cannibalised, black, nasty, warped, untrustworthy. Can I get a wrench? David got a few links for peeps that will get into. What's that? What do you mean, can I get a wrench? David got a few links. Yeah, drop them in. Put the links in if you want to put a ring. I don't know what that means. I'm not down with kids anymore. I'm 40, mate. You're welcome, Cool Pigs. It's what we do. Knowledge is power. It's not for any one man. It's not to profit from. There's enough of that been happening. And shit people giving out shit advice for too much money. Man's left his 26 grand a year job. And I'll take scraps and live on crumbs, you know what I mean, and tell you for that. The time is up. I'm really, really at the end of my tether. When I say at the end of my tether, I mean, look, this video. Your thumbprint is for ecclesiastical deed. Pollen is used for documents that are from the man settlers, such as promissory notes. The beer guy's been learning, hasn't he, look? For ecclesiastical deed poll, yeah, not just that only, but you can use a stamp. Your thumb's a stamp. Have you got the cashier stamp, please? Got a creditor stamp? Yeah, I got my creditor stamp. There's only one of them. Only one of them. Think about it. That's my stamp. That little circle where it says cashier creditor stamp. Done. You seal, yeah. That's the 169. That's right. You have bang on that. Sorry, I'm an idiot. I'm not compos mentis in court. I don't stand under anything. Getting truth conspiracy. Have the claims, facts been verified? Claims, charges, complaint been verified? Has the prosecution brought his checkbook? You're going to force me to continue with this hearing against my wishes and in this state. And there's one more. You're going to force me to proceed with my wishes. I did not authorise this name to be used today in commerce. I am the living beneficiary. What? You can only claim to be a man or woman with just your... What do you mean you can only claim to be a man or woman? You are man. Oh, please. Please. You are man. And you are woman. Okay? Not being nasty, but that's how it is. You are beating. I have a heart, blood, yeah? Cut me or bleed, so I'm man, yeah? That's it. So you can only claim to be man or woman. This is legally or something, I don't know, we'll find out. With just your Christian name. The very second you add an epitaph, Vatican surname, you cease to live, no matter what speech or claim. Yeah, you claim the name, yeah, but man, no, but you're still man. It's not that you cease to live. In their eyes, reword that, in the eyes of the bullshit, nasty, evil, satanic, Roman, civil, mother, court system of assumptions and presumptions and uckery and deceit and non-disclosure, you are considered dead. All right? Otherwise, to your brethren in the mandem, you're all right, you're alive, we know you. That's it, you know. This is how they make their excuse up for when these kids die and they drop bombs on them and they say, oh, such and such has died this winter, 26,000 elderly have passed away. All right, yes, okay, yes. And, having access to their fucking bonds might have saved them, though, yes. Knowledge. They didn't have the knowledge because ignorance is no defence, and in their system they've told you indirectly, so you should have known about it. There's millions of guys out there paid, and I know who they are now. Not all of them, because there's millions, but some of them, I see what they've done, mixed jurisdictions and stupid opposed remedies, what they were doing, holding these kind of get-togethers and directly delaying it. If we've done this in 36 months, yeah, we're a bit hyper and might be indigo and Asperger's, autistic, spectrum, misfits, not generic, drone type, sleeping, gobshite, beer drinking, football, pig, skin kicking, fucking consenting morons, but still, just hold tight. That's all I can say. There's a lot happening this year. There's a lot happening, and it's just got massive. And I'm not even, anywhere on top of all of this. So together we need to get back on this. We need a forum. We need a forum, and we need this .com kicking off. Not to make me money, because it's going to the trustees, it's going to the trust, it's going for land, it's going for acquisitions, it's going for iron horses, or for very, extreme circumstances where we need to stop blood from being spilled, emergency. I'd like there to be hundreds of thousands in that trust, and we could actually just help anybody anytime. Never mind claiming benefits when you get on your arse. Get a grant from the trust. Get your fellow, like back in the day when the blacks were doing really well after the slavery was, we won't say abolished or I forget the word now. Just slave trade was dealt with, yeah, in America and over here. The blacks did well. Then suddenly the KKK came up and burnt loads of shit and started oppressing them again, and they didn't want them to do well because you couldn't have that now. When they wanted to do stuff and club together, because banks shunned them as well then, they started, this is 60 years ago, 70 years ago, banks were not helping them and letting them have accounts and stuff and shunning them, and shopkeepers like the Jews and the Nazis and all that carry on again, yeah, that we should have learned from, that we didn't, but enough said. Moving on. They got together and they pulled all their money, and so they put money in a club, and they make sure that they looked after each other and they made their own banks, you see. And that's what man's about to do now. Like he said about Marcus Garvey. If you don't know who Marcus Garvey is, have a look at him. He organised 1 million people before Twitter, Facebook, telephones, mobile phones. You know what I mean? And he mentioned a lot of black speakers there because the blacks have been oppressed. The black history is where I've been and immersed myself for the last few years. And do you know what? Fucking opens your eyes up like that. You're like, pouring molten, bubbling tar down people's throats on a boat in the name of Christianity, converting guys to Christianity by the sword. I'm not saying that it's church and all, you know, I'm just telling you what's been written. And I'm like, what are you telling me here? Okay, what kind of Inquisition crusades? And no, not at all. They hide the creator. Yes, they do, and you and others are helping to. It's just truly incredible. The consciousness shift, the vibration, the mathematics, the fact that everybody's at least into about 3-4 different subjects and know that most of it is connected. And yeah, it's truly incredible. Serpents and demons and devils everywhere, masquerading as your saviour. What? Yeah, that's it. Peace, love and light, dude. Let's go. Thank you. It's been truly epic. I'm sorry if I've made you cry. I've cried twice, so I'm not really sorry about that. I'm sorry that the world's shitty and that we can't fix it and that nobody can do anything and that we're just going to have to sit back and watch it. Guys turning up on beaches dead at the age of 2 next to the teddy. You know what I mean? Because politicians, the sea is taking lives literally, physically. The sea is where we are lost at sea, and we need to be reclaimed. You know, our dominion, we need to not be salvaged and not be lost at sea. So I thought that was quite prolific because we're trying to do a production and we need help for that. I've seen some amazing CGI and presentations, so we are looking for editors, animators to do with Sestu KV, 1666, Dead and Lost at Sea. We're doing a production, it's independent and we're getting it out there. This message has got to be for your blood, for our lineage. Such things as The Great Mortgage Swindle, The Zeitgeist. This is one of them films. This is going to be 30 to 45 minutes, massive. That's it, it's not going to be massive. Go to the splspro.com, go to the homepage please and look at Meet Your Strawman, or search YouTube and put on Meet Your Strawman. It's a film by, I forget the names. I think there might be something like Van Der or Netherlandy type, but it's a black and white film, animation, about six and a half. We've probably all seen it, so that one. I want something like that. At the beginning of the film, CQV, Dead and Lost at Sea, I want it like Trainspotting. This is a must. Ewan McGregor, Stiley, where he's going, DVD, microwave player, a record player, iPad, whatever he's saying. He's like this, that, the other, jobs and shite. He goes, choose life. Well, I want Admiralty, UCC, common law, canon law, criminal law, subject, and I want it like that, and I want it in a Scottish accent, and I want that same scene. And then yeah, I was thinking Steve McRae, but we'll see about that. Somebody Scottish that wants to play that part, that can film that and send it me in. Do it, please, create it. If you can film your own, this is the next part, a production independently done, that you go and film now. This is only open to YouTube, not Facebook. So this is for us, because you've got skills that others don't see, and you know about shots and colours and angles and audio and wind and light and, yeah, production values. So pick some scenes and send them me in on YouTube. Make the videos private. Do not show anybody any of them. So do, when you're in a scenario and you think, oh, David would like to know about that, you know, salvage, sea, dead, fraudulent, and oh, you've got an idea for a sketch, do it with your mate, sketch it out, upload it, unlisted, send it to me. We keep all this private. I don't tell anybody, you don't tell anybody. We then go through it all, and we get together a steering committee of some kind through the trust, and then we start letting them independently analyse everything that I'm going to collect between us now later down the line. But this has got to be done professionally, and it's got to be done concisely. And now I've had a chat with Santos, I'm ready to put the lineage out and the master trust and all the trusts, all the verbiage. It's fucking exciting. And yeah, I'm at the end of my tether, so this is the next bit. This is what you've been waiting for, what the man's been waiting for. So yeah, think about that and email it to david@splspro.com. Second most used email, but not as secure, is ukfreedomproject@gmail.com. Get ready. Yeah, I'm just using that as an example. Zeitgeist, Trapped in a Room, Pack of Lies, blah blah blah. I know about Roxanne Meadows and Jack Fresco and you know, such and such, you know, who kind of ripped Jack off and what he did there. Once you know what a pentagram means, you know what highest knowledge they pertain to. Yeah, that's why we have the Pentagon in America, the beer guy. That's why it's not a pentagon for no reason, you know. 2 P900s, I'll manage with them. I have a P1000. What? No, I don't. I might have just got a P900 and I made it into a 1000. Because I'm a little shy and I can't leave anything alone. Billy Connolly. Oh, wow, yeah, that'd be a good one. But is he still alive? The man who sued God. Interesting, yeah. He'd be so funny. Bad boy, choose life. Yes. Right then, we're going. Nice one. Thank you very much. Yeah, you are wonderful guys, and